Hello and welcome to my channel and today's video. If you're new here, thanks for joining me on this interesting part of the internet. As you know from the title, today's video is going to be about the best body oil, so if you're interested in finding out how to glow like a goddess, then just keep on watching. I do want to start out by saying that this video is sponsored by Osea, so thank you so much for sponsoring. But I do want to reiterate the fact that opinions are absolutely 100% my own. Just because a brand sponsors a video does not mean that they get to change my opinion on what I like and what I do not like. I don't take on those kind of sponsorships. I tell them from the beginning, hey, I'm a brutally honest person. If you are okay with me saying it how it is, then yes, let's work together. And if they're like, we only want positives, then I'm like, okay, sorry, we can't work together. They were really cool about that. They said, yes, we love authenticity. I got to pick my favorite product out of all the things that I tried and make a video on it. So here we are. And with context clues, you obviously figured out that the body oil that I'm going to be talking about is going to be from Osea. More specifically, it's the Undaria algae body oil. So the bottle itself looks like this, and obviously I'm obsessed, chef's kiss. So to really dive in deep, I do want to talk about why I picked to work with the brand and then the product itself. So let's get right into it. To start out, why I even decided to work with Osea was when they reached out, I did look into the brand, and they checked off a lot of the boxes that I look for when it comes to trying out any product. They are cruelty-free and vegan, which is really, really amazing, and they care about the environment. If a brand can't do those two things, that I can't even consider buying anything from them. What's really interesting is that Osea actually stands for Ocean, Sun, Earth, and Atmosphere, and they care about the environment. So their two offices in their Venice skincare studio are entirely powered by renewable energy sources. They basically try to only use packaging and actual containers for their products that are recyclable. So they do a lot of glass and recyclable plastic. The only thing is their pumps are not recyclable, but that's like a industry-wide issue. It's not just something that they decided like, oh yeah, like our pumps will not be recyclable because we don't want to spend the money there. Like, it's just something that doesn't exist yet. And they are carbon neutral as well. And also another huge thing for me was that they only create gluten-free products. So talking about the product, let's look at the ingredients. I'm going to pop them up on the screen right now and kind of pinpoint like really the most important one. So there's sunflower oil, there is acai oil, there's linseed oil, there's babasu oil, there's rice bran oil, there's passion fruit oil, there's sesame seed oil, there's lime oil. It's got a little bit of grapefruit peel oil and cypress oil. So the last couple of ones are like the ones that provide the smell of this oil, because it's like a citrusy, woodsy kind of smell, which is one of the main things that I love about this. Like, there's nothing quite as luxurious as like an uplifting woodsy smell. You can use this for all skin types, and you can use it on dry or damp skin depending on what you like. I personally enjoy putting it on dry skin because it's like just also that mental and physical, like, ooh, this is hydrating me type of thing, you know? I like that. So this hydrates, this smooths, it absorbs quickly, and is energizing, which I love all of those things. Also, it has seaweed in there, which is really good for kind of eliminating the look of saggy skin and also stretch marks, which with aging, that kind of keeps happening, and any way to combat that is something that I want. It's really, really rich but not greasy. You can literally put this on and a minute later put on your jeans. I've tried it. It works. It's great. But it also, like I mentioned, when it comes to massages, it still has that slip and glide the whole time that you're doing the massage. I don't know, it's like magical apparently. Like, it just does everything that it needs to do, and I just am obsessed. Let's dive into the notes that I took like a high schooler the other night. This is for all the products, but I wanted to kind of talk to you about some of the things that I wrote down when using this and discovering all the things. So this is 5 fluid ounces for $48, which I feel like this will last me months. So the price and the amount of oil inside is wonderful. I do appreciate that. My favorite thing about this is that obviously it's named after Undaria algae, which they actually grow inside barrels that they have the oil in. So basically the color of the oil will depend on that process, so it will vary every time that you order it in that yellowness of it. But just, you know, science, biology, that's just really cool that they grow the actual algae and it infuses into the oil and then they put it into the bottles. I honestly really love this. It just is hydrating. It really smells so nice. It feels so luxurious when you're using it. So basically I really like everything about this oil. The price is good, the amount is good, the smell is good, how it performs is good. The only con, like I mentioned before, is the pump, but like I also mentioned before, it's an industry-wide issue. They are working on finding ways to make the pump sustainable and recyclable. I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen, but the fact that they're trying to work on it, because a pump is kind of like, there are a lot of products where a pump is necessary and like you just kind of can't avoid it oftentimes just because it's so convenient. So working on an issue like that instead of just saying, oh, okay, like, well, we're doing the best that we can and that's that. I think that's really important to note that they are trying to find a better solution for that. So 10 out of 10, I'm obsessed. I will be leaving a link down below so you can find it. I'll see if I can find any kind of discount code for you guys, either for your first purchase or anything along the line. So definitely check the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for Osea for sponsoring this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Bye.